Welcome to the Spanish Chat Show with Julie Jahde Pospishil. Are you ready for some adventures with Julie?
Welcome, bienvenidos to our guests from the 21 different Spanish-speaking countries. I have lived and traveled in 17 of them. I've written 6 conversational workbooks called Spanish Chat Books and 10 culinary chat books, 20 mini chat books, and relax with me from A to Z in both English and Spanish. Find our online courses and activities at mychatcompany.com. Sonríe, smile. Each show will be 13 minutes in English and then 13 minutes in Spanish. We will chat about common themes in Spanish-speaking countries such as foods, holidays, and traditions that make us smile. Let's begin our Spanish-speaking smiles. Sonrisas de habla hispana. Hola, hello. This is Julie Jahde Pospishil, and welcome to our Spanish Chat Show. Today I have Patricia. Hello, Patricia.
Hola.
Thank you so much. Hola. Thank you so much for coming here today. So we'll have our first 9 minutes in English, and then the next 9 minutes in Spanish, and we're going to do some dancing throughout that too. Right, so I'm so excited. I lived in Spain and went to the university there, and there's lots of traditional Spanish dances. Dances from Spain, all the way from the gypsy communities to the Basque country, to flamenco, and I have this amazing shawl. So many really cool things. There's the flamenco in Andalusia and Jerez, Jota, Aragon, the Sambra from Granada,
Exactly, yes.
Muñeira from Galicia, Sevillanas from Sevilla, Paso Doble, fandangos, so many things. Yes. I learned to pick the apple, eat the apple, throw the apple, stomp.
Yes.
I pick the apple, eat the apple, throw the apple, stomp. And so that's what I learned in Spain. So there's 4 different kind of variations.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the Escuela Bolera. It's combining kind of flamenco and ballet there too.
Yes.
And they use
castanets, of course. Yes. So they combine ballet. Most likely they use the castanets. A lot of ballet form. They also perform like during the opera era or zarzuela, where they had composers. They would combine the ballet from the opera music and symphony music and then add flamenco. So it's kind of fused together, and it's very beautiful.
That's neat. And then the next one, the Danza Estilizado, was in the beginning of the 20th century or so.
Right.
So kind of one of the first Spanish dance styles?
Yes.
Okay.
So after the opera era, they had, we have the castles, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So we're combining that in theater. So more of a choreography type of feel, and combining flamenco and ballet, contemporary, all of that in a choreographed element.
Because now you're watching it at the theater live or whatever.
Right,
too,
almost like a production.
Yeah. And then during all this time, we have the danzas regionales, like the folk dances from each region in Spain, and their own style of dancing too.
Exactly. So the northern is the Jota, and has a lot of the northern part where it has more of the Basque.
Yeah.
Right? And then fandangos is kind of everywhere. They kind of perform fandangos at parties, but that is considered a folk, which could be in partners. Sevillanas, which is really fun. We'll show you later, but it's in partners. They usually perform that during the Feria de Sevilla. So different regions, just like with Mexican dancing, different regions have different types of dance.
Yeah,
so it's kind of neat.
Latin America, every country kind of has their own.
It kind of tells a different story of that region.
And
so it's nice.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And then the flamenco, of course. Right. So kind of more the southern regions of Spain, strong influence from Andalusia. Right. But there's like 50 known palos and varieties of flamenco. Wow.
I know. If you can learn them all in a lifetime, it would be great.
Amazing.
But yeah, I'm still learning, I mean, there's so much to learn with flamenco. There's a lot of influence with Arabic and the Moors. Coming through the south of Spain and kind of combining that, and you'll see a lot like with the Zambra, has a lot of belly dance, Arabic, and is done barefoot and almost like with the cymbals.
Wow!
So it's kind of neat to see how all of the cultures kind of fuse together.
And it's even recognized by UNESCO.
Right.
Yeah. So that's so great, and lots of flamenco schools even in Japan and Mexico and South America too.
That's so cool. Japan has one of the largest flamenco institutes. And we also have Mexico and all the South American countries. So that's
great.
neat. Yes.
So tell me about what the different movements we're going to see. We're going to see the cuerpo, so the body posture,
Right.
not like all hunched in.
Right.
Tall,
So,
proud.
right. Very proud with this style of dance. So
Makes me
lifting
sit up
up
straighter.
and
Yeah.
long neck.
Yeah.
And very proud.
And then the bracero is your arm, your brazo, your bracero.
Right.
So tell me
holding
about
your
that.
arms up and different movements, almost like ballet.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The only difference is really the floreos. So that's what she was talking about, what she learned in Spain about picking
Pick the apple,
putting it,
eat the
apple and throwing
throw
it
the
away.
apple
It
and
kind of
stop.
helps for beginners on the
Yeah.
movement because there's an inner and an outer movement.
So those are called the florero.
Floreos,
and then
right.
Floreo.
Right, and it flowers.
The flowers.
Right.
Yeah, like flowers.
So
picking
separating the
flowers.
fingers, right.
And then tell me about the footwork, the zapateado.
Zapateado. So
Zapateado.
right, that's very important with flamenco. Typically flamenco is done with a guitarist, a singer, and maybe a person behind with palmas. Palmas is
Like the hand clapping.
keeping that rhythm in
Oh,
between
yeah.
and connecting everyone together.
Cool.
And footwork is nice because it's kind of neat because you can play off rhythms with the guitarist.
Yeah.
So yes.
So some things that might be used are the castanets, and I have kind of a kid's version here.
Right.
And then, some castanets.
That's kind of it.
like-
Those are like a symphony would use that, or
Right.
instrumental.
Yeah.
A dancer would use more like these. They're handheld, so they go in your hand.
Yeah, show us how they put those on there.
So you'll go in the thumb. It depends on the region, actually. So thumb
Okay.
is typical, but in folk dances, and you might see that, they do it in the middle finger.
Oh.
So I don't know if you noticed that. So with folk dances, they'll do it this way.
Okay.
And they kind of percuss that against the palm,
Okay.
right? And then when it's flamenco or Danza Estilizado, which is the classical.
You're looping that over kind of twice on there.
Yeah, thumb. And each one actually has a sound. There's a notch on one of them. That's the deeper sound.
Oh.
And the other one is the lighter sound. So it's a
Okay.
macho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's
neat.
a macho. And then you'll use your fingers.
Wow. Oh, that's great. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. Thank you for showing us that.
Yes, of course.
So another thing used would be, then this actually came from Spain. This is a abanico, or a fan.
Yes.
And we have kind of some different ones. So you would,
Right.
we'll watch them use that too in their dances.
Sure, yes. So this is very pretty. It's hand painted. I love that.
Yeah. And then there's shawls, like
Right.
manton.
A
the
manton
shawls.
and the different styles. There's mantons that you wear that are embroidered.
Okay.
There's mantons that you dance with, and they're a little bit heavier, so it kind of that flow. You
Oh,
get that,
nice. I love it.
Mhm.
I have even a flamenco. My daughter wore this in her 1-year-old pictures, and then
That's so
she wore it
cute.
for 11 also.
I
So
know,
we have
that's so fun. We have some of those at home
That's
too. We bring
awesome.
them back from when we were visiting
when we were visiting Spain. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have a sombrero, the hat
Yes.
too. So,
Yes.
and who would wear the hat
So
typically?
either a male dancer or a female in certain styles of dance. There's certain dances, the palos we were talking about.
Okay.
So a garrotin would be a dance with the hat. So
Nice.
yeah.
So now we're going to introduce our 3 different dances. So we're going to start with the Danza Estilizado, or the Danza Bolero, combining flamenco, ballet, and folk traditions into one dance, kind of
Yes.
in that theater or Spanish
Right,
opera.
right.
So here we go. for our second dance, we're going to have a folk and regional dance.
Yes,
the
it's my
Sevillanas.
favorite.
Oh,
Yeah,
your favorite.
Sevillanas. I love it. You dance in the Feria de Sevilla. You can dance in partners.
Oh, great.
And yeah, everyone is dressed in beautiful costumes,
And
shawls.
So there's 4 different sections with 3 different segments.
Right, and we'll share one piece with you today, but there's usually 4 different parts. I almost like to compare it like American square dancing. Everyone kind of knows these parts, and you just kind of meet different people and you join in and you kind of all know with your own little style to it.
Family and events. And
family and
awesome.
friends. It's fun.
Family and friends and fiestas.
Yes.
And then so that's our second one. Let's go ahead and watch that dance. For our third dance, this is called the Flamenco, and the Bamberas is a palo or a style of song that we're going to see today.
Exactly, and she's going to be performing with a fan. Ooh. So we're just doing a little piece. This is something that we worked on this year, and I wanted to highlight the intricacy of the footwork. So she's going to do a part of this piece where we highlight some footwork. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Be nice.
Let's go ahead and watch. Thank you to all the dancers. This has been wonderful. It's been so great. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you so much
really
for having
appreciate
us.
you being here. This has been great, and I've learned so much about the flamenco from Spain. Now vamos a hablar en español.
¡Ole!
Soy la Maestra Julia y bienvenidos a Spanish Chatshow. Aquí tengo mi amiga Patricia. Hola, Patricia.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Muy bien. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy aquí. Y vamos a hablar sobre bailes de España, el flamenco y otros bailes de España. So, vienen de la comunidad gitana y las comunidades del norte, como de los vascos. Sí. Y so, tenemos muchos diferentes bailes en España, like flamenco de Andalucía, jota de Aragón, zambra de Granada, muñera de Galicia, sevillanas de Sevilla, paso doble en un salón de baile o algo, y fandangos, que son muy populares en toda España y Portugal. Entonces, hay 4 variaciones de danza. So, la escuela bolero era al principio, like flamenco y ballet, y usan estos castañuelos, ¿sí? Sí. Castañuelos. Y la danza estilizada fue danzas folclóricas, flamenco, una escuela bolera también.
Teatro.
En el teatro, ya, yeah. Son las obras de teatro. En un teatro o un salón o algo así, right? So, baile en vivo, así, like, con utilizaron muchos tipos de composición y muchos pasos diferentes. So, las danzas de tercera parte es danzas regionales, danzas folclóricos, y cada región de España tiene su propio, por ejemplo, en el País Vasco, tiene Euskadi, tienen otros estilos de bailes y eso también. So, y flamenco, al final, yo tengo el vestido de flamenco de mi hija de 1 año, cuando tenía 1 año, y cuando tenía 11 años.
Wow.
So, entonces, el baile flamenco muy popular, hay 50 palos o variaciones, 50 estilos, son populares en México, en Japón también, y también los países de Sudamérica. Sí. So, hablamos del movimiento que vamos a ver. Entonces, el cuerpo no es así.
No, está arriba.
Arriba, la postura alta, orgullosa, elevada. Como una bailarina, ¿sí? De ballet. Sí. Y dime del bracero, movimientos del brazo. Oh, me encanta. Son muy fluidos también, sí. Como un bailarina también. Sí. Y yo aprendí en España, cogen la manzana, comen la manzana, tiran la manzana y pisan la manzana. So, cogen la manzana, comen la manzana, tiran la manzana, pisan la manzana. Para los floreros, ya. Y so, usan como todos los dedos también. Sí. Ah, interesante. Y los zapatos son importantes. So, zapateados, juego de pies con ritmo, toque. Y con la guitarra también. Sí. Y las palmas, cuéntame de las palmas, el ritmo del... Excelente, muy bien. Y también para bailar necesitamos algunas cosas como castañuelos. Sí. Y aquí es un tipo de castañuelos como en una banda o orquesta. Y este es uno para niños, pero esos son verdaderos. So, usan el dedo gordo así, ¿ok? Y hay 2 tipos de usarlo así, y tocan un poquito más bajo o fuerte, sí. Y un poquito más ligero o suave. Sí, más suave. So, vamos a ver. ¡Increíble! Oh, me encanta, gracias. Y luego hay otro estilo. Sí. ¿Y cómo se llama en inglés el otro estilo?
It's for the folk.
The folk,
for the regional dances.
So the regional, okay. So para los bailes regionales, sí. Okay. Se ponen en el
centro.
En el centro, okay, en el centro. Muy bien, so es diferente, es diferente.
Muy diferente, sí.
So ahora vamos a ver los bailes, sí, los estilos. Primer baile que vamos a ver se llama Danza Estilizada, sí. O Danza Bolera, y es una combinación de flamenco, ballet, tradiciones clásico. Sí. Ok, so clásico, folclórico. ¿Y quién va a bailar hoy para este? Who's going to dance it? ¿Quién va a bailar?
Kendra.
Kendra, ok.
Yes,
so
Kendra.
Gracias a Kendra, muy bien. Okay. Vamos a ver, let's watch. Para la danza folclórica regionales, las sevillanas principalmente bailan en pareja, en la feria de Sevilla en abril, ¿sí?
Sí,
Y hay 4 secciones o 3 segmentos, como square dance en inglés, y esa sección que todos aprenden y pueden bailar en fiestas o en eventos familiares de todo tipo. ¡Qué bien! So, vamos a ver. Sevillana. ¿Y quién va a bailar sevillana?
Sanai y Kendra.
Ah, muy bien, Sanai y Kendra. Y ahora, flamenco. De flamenco. Vamos del palo y estilo de canción que estaremos compartiendo contigo hoy. So, veremos movimientos de los abanicos y juego de pared, zapatos.
Zapateado.
Zapateado. Y también olvidamos de hablar de sombrero. A veces usan sombrero también o gorro. Pero hoy no, pero...
Sí, para bailar, sí.
Vamos a ver el flamenco. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Thank you so much for coming. Hasta luego.